Estuve anoche a las 3 de la mañana. Gracias a Dios pude dormir, pude descansar para tener las mejores jugadas para ustedes. Oh, no. Si te quita. Eso será por una muy buena razón. Sabado.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. Taking it right down Broadway. The 30.
¡Nieta!
10. And all the way.
Así empezó esta mañana en el día de hoy.
Ken Walker, 75 yards. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Y los hijos de mamá. Yo soy el gallo pelón porque soy el maquinón. Plena instrumental. Plena. Plena instrumental.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
We've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad
spot. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. The big play has them all.
Oh, Dios, MAdden en español, le va a México.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds, they'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. This was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
It's an easy completion. Oh. You get the easy reception and also a chance to try to play with your feet.
¿Cómo va a ser?
Second down. Here's Mostert again. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 85 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Block at the man in motion. On 2nd and very short, Smith. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Ajá.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gain. Likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. They find some open field here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. In motion, Hill. A handoff running left is Mostert. And able to get this to the 31. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. In motion, Hill. Throwing his Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Buying time to his back.
Buena.
Find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Mira dónde yo estoy, para que tú sepas dónde estoy, mira dónde estoy. Un momento de hablar y meterse aquí, no interferir, lo hemos hablado. Las reglas se dan y las rompen. Oh.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This one is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the
Increíble, mano.
take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Block it in motion right. Now on 2nd and 13. Smith. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. They snap it to Smith. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Smith, and his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
Ustedes los que me han bloqueado. Dame uno.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
¿Terminaste de control? Ay, bendito Cristo, mami, tú no, Sacho, tú, momento, no te entiendo. Verdad.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still could prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made us first. This now from 46 yards away. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Mamá, tú eres de Dinamarca. Acabo de ver un tipo ahí.
Another carry for Wilson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Here we go on 4th down with Tua. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Gino on 1st down. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll send a receiver in motion left. The slot man in motion right. Smith on 1st down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now they send a man in motion right. Gino's going to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. This is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left. Gino now to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it is 28-0.
¿Tú estás viendo Netflix? No, seguro estaba en el celular. No estabas en Netflix. Okay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion, Hill. On first down, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
From the 27, Smith. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant.
Come on!
Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown
Pequín, mano, Pequín.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, just another reason to...